Right then, Babar Azam is in. Terrific record, average in the 50s. Strike rate of almost 90. To get 50 runs at a strike rate of 90 in ODI is pretty acceptable. Quick into the gap, run straight away for Babar Azam. Didn't try to hurt the ball, it was all about placement and tapping the ball, caressing it.
Ramese averaging 15, you get him at 90. Strike rate, it's acceptable. But this is exactly why he got brought into the team, Nandriberger. He has an extra bit of pace, and he rushed Fakhar Zaman early on. Yeah, that's the reason why he kept on walking. Evidence found on that piece there via Ultraheads.
I think it's kind of a shocked, surprised by that length, because a couple had gone down the leg side and then a ball on that off-stump angle, and suddenly that heavy ball. He wasn't probably ready for it, Fakhar.
Yeah, and I actually enjoy bowlers thinking outside the box. Because very often that's a delivery a batsman won't necessarily expect early on. As a bowler, you come into the piece, you try and look for a bit of swing and what's on offer. He's taken the surface completely out of play by going short. Excellent start for South Africa. Much needed wicket early on. Quite amazed coming into the venue, the amount of South African support there is on display.
Lot of interest in this batting lineup, especially now that Babar Azam is out there. He's marking his guard, and it's going to be Corbin Bosch, another bowler that has got loads of potential. Hits the deck hard, he's got bit about him.
Yeah, he's got some wonderful control, Corbin Bosch. And he's growing in confidence the more he's playing at this level. He's had a magnificent T20 series against Pakistan. He's followed it up with another good spell in the first ODI. And South Africa will be looking to him to just hold this ODI. South Africa will be looking to him to just hold this ODI. South Africa will be looking to him to just hold control. Whilst they allow Nandriberger to strike from the other end. It's important to bowl in tandem, to bowl in partnership. He's a young, fine bowler.
Oh, that's close. That is nice and close. Alex Wolf raises the finger, and I think it's going to hit the stumps. I think South Africa have bagged a big one.
Yeah, you certainly feel this situation. It's a bit of communication between the two batters, and I do feel Babar Azam is going to send us upstairs.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I've checked the field placement and it's a fair delivery. Let's start with frontal, please. Ball passes close to the bat. I need to check that with Ultraheads, please. Keep rolling. Roll it through to the bat, satisfied. Clear gap, no bat involved. Ball tracking whenever it is ready, please. Stand by, Alex. Waiting for ball tracking. Original decision is out. Pitching outside of impact in line and wickets missing. Alex, you need to change your decision. Stand by. Your screen signal now.
Yeah, close, but Babar Azam rightly calling for help. And the review coming to his rescue.
Yeah, you get good reviews and you get bad reviews, and that one will go down as a good one. Because it's early on for Babar Azam at the time where batters are most vulnerable. I have to say, this is excellent backing up from Corbin Boss here. Straight, he wants to bring stumps into play.
Bideri Ferry runs hard for a couple of runs. I think after being this kind of drama, you're a little hassled in the mind, and so the next ball becomes that much difficult for you to face. This was given by the umpire, missing the stumps a couple of inches, and the next ball then, Vernon, becomes difficult for any batsman because you've jolted, you've taken a review, and you're hoping on the big screen that the result is in your favor, and once in your favor, then you don't want to make another mistake.
Oh, that's an excellent piece of bowling by Corbin Boss. Yeah, coming back to your point, Rummies, that's the modern day player. In your day, you'd have probably tightened up a little bit technically, but these days, if they survive an opportunity, they're fighting fire with fire. How is this for a nut?
Still feel that I was given out wrongly in the 92 World Cup final. The ball hit me on the thigh, and Mr. Buckner gave it leg before. Australian pitch at Melbourne hit me on the thigh. Oh, that's a beauty. That really is cracker of a ball.
Well, the only problem we have with Europe is it could hit you on the thigh or on the hip, and it will still be eligible for LBW.
I was on my toes also.
Yeah, this is excellent from Corbin Boss. This, as a bowling coach, you'd ask this bowler to settle in on those lines all day long. Babar Azam, he will have to come up with the answers.
Wish we had a review then. Would have sailed over the stumps, that 92 call from Buckner. Anyway, that's done. We won the game, we won the championship, we were the World Cup winners, so no problem. Hanging his bat at that one. He squares up just a little bit to an outswinger, Babar Azam. So that's a great line to bowl. 7 for 1.
Two changes for South Africa. Nava Peter, as well as Nandri Berger. The reason therefore South Africa need to pick wickets. They need to make early inroads, and that's why they've gone to Nava Peter as well as Nandri Berger, affording South Africa an extra spinning option alongside Bjorn Verteen, who's been excellent in the last game. The two left-arm spinners and a leggy. And of course, all-round ability in Donovan Ferreira.
Nice. Into the gap. He slips, but comes back quite easily for the second run, Babar Azam. It's been a bit of a hit and miss inning so far.
Like PJ, like
Just a touch straight from Berger, but this is how he's gone in his first over. Looking for the ball to swing back. Perhaps a technical adjustment, but they want to attack the stumps against Fakhar Zaman. So many a ball fall, and then bang. Caught him with the surprise delivery, which was a short one. Now we talk about Baba Azam, and how he gets himself into trouble technically from time to time. This is the exact reason why Urban Boss had excellent length. As you can see, playing away from the body, so it brings it outside edge into play. And if the one nips back, LBW and bowl also comes into play. So it's important that South Africa bowl and string a couple of deliveries in that zone early on in his innings. Ramis, I actually want to pick up the point that you were alluding to a little earlier about the one ball after over 35. I mean, I was unaware of that rule and legislation that's been passed, but I think it's a wonderful initiative, especially in the ODI format, because we're almost seeing the element of reverse swing that's gone out the window. So using one ball after 35 over certainly brings those elements back into play. Also means that the ball will get a little softer towards the back end when spinners bowl. So wonderful gesture. Wonderful, wonderful. And yeah, something that was meant to have probably been brought back into the game a little earlier than now.
Yeah, he likes that. Babar Azam works the ball away quite nicely this time through square leg. And this time, it's a little different. He picks up 3 instead of 2. I think the other good thing about that rule is that it lends good balance between bat and ball. Because then you've got to adjust to reverse, you've got to adjust to more spin. Otherwise, you are seeing scores in like 350 plus quite easily. Being chased became a one-dimensional kind of a T20I kind of a bashing for the bowlers. It gets them back into the game. I think it's a good stop. It's a really good stop in the end.
I think I have to echo your sentiments. But I can also understand why they've gone that route. Because initially when you play in the subcontinent, the balls really do get soft. Towards the back end, it almost makes scoring impossible. But after 35, the ball will still be fairly hard, but it's just a little bit for the bowlers to work with.
Shot. Delightful. Gorgeous cover drive from Simon Youth.
This is the one element that really excites me about this youngster's game. Is the ability to play shots like these, but just look how calm, confident, and in control he is of that shot. Not looking to overhit it. He knew placement was more important.
Just extension of the hands, of the arm, and playing it sweetly. Oh, in 2 minds there. Trying to get away from that line, and in the end, a little tap to the keeper. 16 for 1.
किसी के फोन नंबर का उपयोग करके उनकी लोकेशन कैसे पाएं? जैसे यदि आपका भाई देर से घर लौट
Feel he may be knighted very soon. Having a great time of it, Mohammad Nawaz. Right, on to Inverix. Pakistan's smartest hatchback EV. Inverix Zeo, charge fast, drive smart.
And I just wonder technically, with it new rule coming into play, where the teams now will be looking to go a little early on to take advantage. Of course, there's an extra fielder up until over number 40. With the ball more than likely to get a little softer towards the back end of the inning. So wonderful to see how teams do go about the implementation of that new law.
Yeah, it was about killing the boredom also, I think, Vernon, because 50 overs without any technicalities became just a long 100-over bore. Now there's strategy within a strategy, there's a plan within a plan. Now you've got to may have specialists introduced after the 35th over to take on reverse, to take on spin. So go hard, as you rightly say, for the first 20, 25 overs when the ball is new and hard. Relax a little bit, keep wickets in hand probably. I think that's the other way to go. We saw Pakistan losing wickets and almost losing the game.
I think that's the one danger when you try and leave it too late. Massive fan of trying to finish it a little earlier. Now Corbin Boss, he's had the better of Saima Yupin at first ODI. We're just running the ball across the left-hander. This is going to be an interesting battle between the two. He knows the importance of getting through this new ball phase. In many ways, you talk about keeping wickets in hand. They've almost adopted the mindset of not looking to score in those first 10 overs. It's all about having wickets in hand, entering that second power play.
Sam Ayub with a ginger footwork, I think he's got to be more firm. Playing from the crease. Got to be stretching forward to a ball that's pitched up. He's a lot more comfortable on that line, wider angle.
Yeah, I know I make a lot of reference to bowlers' natural attributes, and this is one natural attribute that Corbin Boss do possess, is to run the ball across the left-hander. As a batsman, you need to be a little bit sharper, understanding that he is now operating in his natural habitat.
Nicely bowled, this time attacking the stumps. Very impressive over comes to an end. 17 for 1.
4 दिन पाता कर रहा है।
I think that's where the boys went yesterday. I think, Vern.
Well, rumour has it that's your palace, Rambo.
Oh, I wish. A sprawling property, that. Still under construction, though. Rizwan, Salman, Santalat. Next few men ready to get a gig. Edge and beautifully held. What a take that is. The ball was flying in. You see the bowler all pumped up. A fleeting existence for Babar Azam in this innings. He was patchy, he was a little rushed at times. He wasn't really on top of the opposition, and edges one and taken brilliantly in the slips.
Yeah, this is the beauty of pace. Squared him up, but how's that for catch at first slip? Donovan Ferreira absolutely flying to his left. Nandri pumped up. He picks up his second. Baba, he goes for a brief stay. Pakistan 17 for 2.
champions innings in the last ODI. Mohammad Rizwan is in. Once again, it's about rebuilding. Once again, it's about absorbing pressure. 2 wickets down. Babar Azam has been lost to the cause. His numbers are very, very impressive. Very good all-round cricketer. He keeps wickets. Strike rate of 85. But Babar was looking just a little bit shaky around that off-stump channel, opening up every now and then. That back shoulder squaring up. And so Berger making it worse with his natural angle. And what a catch that is. This really is a flying catch in the slips. And he knows the value of a Babar Azam wicket. Always is special for any bowler.
It always takes something special to get rid of these players, these kind of players, but it's just that element in his technique early on. Babar Azam might have to go and firm up a little bit. Excellent piece of bowling by Nandri Berger, exposing him to that vulnerability in his technique. Well, this is exactly what South Africa were after, to get Mohammad Rizwan in against that rock-hard new ball. Last innings, he came in towards the middle and he could take his time this time round. I do feel with Nandri Berger having his tail up, it's going to be a different challenge.
Oh, hits him. Short ball and a good one. Rizwan taking his eyes off the action. Berger, they're just letting him know who's bossing this. He's 2 for 13 in 2.2, Berger.
Absolutely love this attitude from Nandri Berger. Doesn't mind running in hard, and you don't expect that first up. Excellent bouncer. That will just unsettle him a little bit more. Brilliant from Nandri Berger.
Absolutely switched on. And a pace ahead of the opposition, Berger. Surprised Fakhr with a very, very fine bouncer, and Rizwan was at 6s and 7s with that length. Yeah. And so that ball becomes that much more difficult to tackle after a short ball. He's bowling at a good pace, 146.6 that last ball. That is searing pace.
And I think the bounce in this format has almost become a little bit underrated. But it's the effect of the shorter ball. You can see Mohammad Rizwan not sure whether to go back or forward. That's the element that you plant in the back of the batter's mind. So brilliant from Nandri Berger, brilliant attitude, brilliant energy. Talk about bowling setting the tone, and this is a wonderful tone he's set so far.
Well, that's gone through mid-on for runs. Just a tap, Rizwan lending his balance into that drive and wonderfully played for 4. Off the mark with a special shot.
And this is how you bounce back. Nandri Berger trying to venture that little bit fuller, understanding that Mohammad Rizwan might be camping on the back foot, but it's wonderful balance. Allowing the ball to come to him and hit it under his eyes. There's pace on offer, and all you need to do is get the placement right.
Confidence booster. Goes down the leg side this time. He's looking for that in-swinging slant, and on a couple of occasions now he's missed the target.
Yeah, that is his natural ball, the in-swinger to the right-hander, but like I say, just straying a little bit too straight. Maybe not swing on offer. It's the line that's important. Excellent start for South Africa. They feel that they can pick up one more here. They'll be bossing this power play. It was a surprise bouncer, but it's the ability to hit that length consistently which has impressed me so far. Talk about the T20 format. Very often bowlers go to the change-up, but they've been able to hit that good, consistent area all the time.
Hitting the spies hard. When you push into the survival mode, batting becomes that much more difficult, because you know at the back of your mind that you can't make a mistake, and that's a heavy burden that you carry out there at the crease. So you're playing for yourself, you're playing for the team, you're trying to assess the situation, and it at times can get a little big on you. Can mount pressure, And so what he has to do, Salman Aliaga, is to think as if nothing wrong has happened so far, not worry about the scoreboard pressure or fall of wickets. Yeah, look to bat properly.
And I think that's the beauty of this game, Ramis. As a bowler, I absolutely love bowling when batters are in this kind of mindset, because they're not looking to score. They're trying to establish themselves again, but with that, there's a lot of tentative shots being played. And as a bowler, you just feel he's allowing you to bowl at him. But this is also what you need in the field, backing up the bowlers. They've been excellent so far, South Africa.
Yeah, turning and twisting, and it's not been easy for Pakistan's top order against seriously good bowling attack here. The top two performers for South Africa, the Pacers, 24 for 3.
Now, this is how Berger's gone this afternoon, setting the tone early with advancing to Fakhar Zaman. An excellent delivery to Babar Azam, but an even more impressively capped, none less than Mohammad Rizwan. Those are the zones which he was operating in. The line fairly straight. And yeah, you're going to be rewarded if you bowl at that kind of pace with that kind of control.
Some would counter punch. Let's see if Saim Ayub can be that counter puncher for Pakistan. Hit your way out of trouble. Well, that's gone down the leg side. A tough one for the keeper.
Yeah, it's important for Pakistan to still have a positive body language whilst the quest is to score runs. That's the only way that you're going to turn the tide. By looking to score a couple of boundaries and revert the pressure back onto South Africa. So at the moment, the way these two are operating, they're bossing the game.
Rather boshing the game.
Compliment, sir. Know it all वाले investors के लिए.
A little uppish, opening the face of the blade, runs it down for a run.
And it's amazing how this series has unfolded so far. Of course, Pakistan winning the first test match, South Africa bouncing back. South Africa winning the first T20. Well, that's your Vigotel moment. Crowd selfie moment with Vigotel smartphone. Official mobile handset partner.
Selfie moment may come later. The other thing regarding this service from the two fast bowlers is till how long should they be kept going? Next to bat, Hussain, Nawaz and Fahim. So should this be an extended run for them, Bert?
Absolutely. I'm a massive fan, especially in the white ball format, that when the bowler has his tail up and he can make a bigger dent in the opposition, why not utilize him? Because we all know once batter gets set in this format, they can take it back or get back at you towards the back end, the latter overs. So whilst you have an opportunity up front to make a bigger dent, why not?
Yeah, just try to hold firm here, South Africa. Make sure that they continue putting pressure on Pakistan through this fast men. Speed is just a wee bit low in this over compared to the last one, to the 120s and 130s.
You reckon he's not as excited as over?
I think it's tiring.
Tired legs?
And that's a wonderful news for Pakistan. Short ball has been made of good use here by Berger.
Yeah, young captain in Matthew Breetzke. This will give him a lot of confidence. Really enjoyed his captaincy so far. Disposed the second slip into a catching mid-wicket. So I do feel that he might venture touch fully here, Ramiz. Trying to bring those stumps into play once again.
Yes, making sure that there are no more accidents. Salman Aliaga, his record against South Africa is phenomenal. He averages 90 in ODIs against South Africa. If he gets a 90 here, it'll be as good as winning a contest. 27 for 3. Your number 4 getting a 90, first getting you out of trouble and then making it happen for you. They are gigantic innings. But right now it's about partnership and surviving this little spell from South Africa. Defensive is Salman Aliaga. Great first 7 overs for South Africa. 3 down for 27 Pakistan.
Great start here for South Africa. 27 for 3. Damage done. Very first run. 1 for 1, 17 for 2, 22 for 3. Bosch to continue. Amir Sohail alongside Amir. Great start for South Africa.
Yeah, it's not the sun. Actually, it has been Nandre Berger who has flared down on Pakistani batters. And making sure the Pakistani team is under pressure in this important game of theirs to stay alive in this series, South Africa. Yeah, partnership is needed. Desperately needed.
Heard Vernon Philander and Ramiz Raja talk about the fact that Salman Aliaga has a fantastic record, but they're up against some really good quality bowling. It's one of those opportunities where you really want to get stuck in, create a partnership, dig yourself out of trouble. That's how the 3 wickets went down.
See, if you notice one thing, all 3 wickets, batters were committing themselves on the back foot. Once the ball is bouncing truly, you need to play faster bowlers off the back foot. We haven't seen that. And that's the way to go about it. The last delivery, the way it was handled, Saim Ayub actually got onto the back foot and he was very comfortable. And this is the area Pakistani batters need to improve if they want to become good travellers.
Yeah, that previous delivery from Saim Ayub, like you say, just goes on to his back foot, plays the ball very close to his body. So the bat also is not being hung out or thrown outside the line of the ball. Watchful as well on this occasion from Saim. The other difference is the pace with which Nandre Berger and Corbin Bosch have bowled around the 140 mark consistently. Berger 144 clicks as well, went up in his previous over. The difference in pace, hammering down on that immaculate length, both very tall as well, so getting that added bit of extra bounce. Combination has been very fruitful for South Africa so far. Flicks it away off his tips and flicks it away well for 4. A period of 9 consecutive dot balls dealt with the boundary from Simon.
Wasn't a bad throw from the fast bowler, Corbin Bosch. Few dot deliveries were bowled and he knew the batter is going to take few chances. Tried him with a shorter delivery. Pressure labor.
Excellent reply from Bosch to close the over out. 8 on 31 for 3. Live action continues in Faisalabad. The second one, the first one going to Pakistan, but who now find themselves in a spot of bother. 31 for 3. The first 8. Berger into his 5th. Andre Berger in for Lungi Ngiri. What a spell into his 5th over. 3 for 21. Couple of changes on either side. Andre Berger. Peter Ngaba come in for Lungi Ngiri and Lizard Williams. A change of angle. Slip stays in. Round the stumps now. Change of angle immediately effective as well. Outside edge will get Salman Aliaga 1. A couple of changes on either side. Andre Berger and Peter come in. So a spin and a pace option added for South Africa. Pakistan's gone the other route. They've dropped Abrar Ahmed. Captain said he was resting. The seamer comes in. Hassan Nawaz also some misses out. So 4 seamers for Pakistan. Shaheen, Shafiri, Fahim, Ashraf, Naseem Shah and Mohammad Wasim.
Yeah, Berger hasn't been edible for the Pakistani batters. In fact, hard to chew. Put them in a strife. Let them really work hard.
The crowd fantastic, just under 17,000 in that first game. It was house full here in Faisalabad, and they're still making their way through. Bright, clearer day here in the city.
Now have a look at how Babar Azam was dismissed. Just see where the toes are. We've been pointing this deficiency for a long time, and I'm surprised he has worked with so many coaches, hasn't been addressed. It's a no ball, and it's a free hit. And guess who is on strike? Sam Ayub.
First no ball of the Andre Berger. Field is up, straight protection, square of the wicket. A slow one into the surface. Excellent change of pace from Andre Berger. And going back to the technique, it is something that you pointed out. Maybe takes us back to Pakistan versus Bangladesh, the Test series. Pakistan came out of the wrong side of that, lost that one by both Test matches, in fact, 2-0. There was something that you picked up, Amir, then as to where Babar Azam just opens up front on, where both toes point straight ground in line with the bowler. It almost squares him up. Leaves his bat just outside. Brilliant. Once again, pass outside edge.
There are subtle variations we have seen from him throughout this spell. He's got the ball to do something off the surface. And he's been extracting extra bounce as well. has posed a lot of problems for the Pakistani batters.
One down to third to end the over. 9 done. Pakistan 34 for 3. Queued up in numbers just outside the ground here in Faisalabad. Beautiful Thursday afternoon here in the city. Sun is shining bright. Beyond 14. 10th over. First time we see spin. That's because the fast bowlers have been extremely fruitful for South Africa.
It's not a huge turner of the ball. He relies on that arm delivery, and also likes to see the ball sliding off the surface. The reason why it becomes very dangerous once the ball is keeping low.
He's done something. Knee. It's one of those. Out of nowhere, the ball's missed him and copped it on his kneecap. He shake it off and carry on again. Action on the leg side with the ball turning into the left-hander. The two fielders long on, deep mid-wicket with 3 men in the ring. With the ball turning away from the right-hand arm. You've mentioned he's not a big turner of the ball, but if he can just hold that line off stump for the ball to finish just outside.
We speak about defensive technique of the batters. How about talking about the defensive technique of bowlers? Now, as a spinner, when you bowl a couple of dot deliveries, you land the ball in an area where a batsman is only able to score a single. You avoiding to get hit for a boundary or a six. You've got to have this ability to be able to prevail in limited over formats.
It's about trying to bowl as many deliveries to the same batter, especially if there's a left-hand, right-hand combination. Tossed up delivery and Saim Ayub obliges. Another 4 to his tally.
That's a beautiful looking stroke. Easy as you like, making sure he gets to the pitch of the ball, stays inside the line of the delivery, and that back swing did the rest.
Yeah, a touch too full. And if he's going to operate with that line outside the off stump, field offside to Saim Ayub makes more sense. Hence why mid-wicket is popped across to the offside. And he picks up a single down the ground. 7 of 14's first power play done. Pakistan 41 for 3.
The captain of the Pakistani team opted to bat first, but wasn't a great start for Pakistan. Couldn't handle Berger's angle. Wickets kept on tumbling. And because of this effort, South Africa ahead in this game. But a bit of resistance was seen from Saim Ayub, who played a few delightful strokes. Above the boundary as well.
And Berger in particular, all 3 wickets to his name, immaculate with that length. He kept it just slightly short of good length. Look at those wickets between that 6 and 8 meter mark. But more predominantly, you see the grouping is tight outside that off stump line.
This graph tells you that South Africans have cleaned the information and come out with the right plan. Kept on bowling back of the length, occasional delivery up to the batsman. Bowled to the limitations of the Pakistani batters. That's why they are ahead in this game.
Donovan Ferreira now with his off spin. Picked up 2 wickets in that middle phase just to set the cat amongst the pigeons for Pakistan. They eventually got over the line.
Yeah, the penultimate over he bowled, 5 deliveries. One thought, oh, the game is running away from Pakistan. And with the last delivery, when he got hit for a 6, the Pakistani fans could breathe. And it was Nawaz who struck that 6.
I mean, just Pakistani fans or Pakistani commentators also took a bit of a sigh of relief?
We have to stay neutral. We're supposed to.
And we do. A great start here from Ferreira. 4 dots and just a single. Single is available down to long on. Protection square to the wicket either side. Just one of the over. Good start from Ferreira. 42 for 3. Next in, Hussain Talab, Mohammad Nawaz and Fahim Ashraf. And they will all hope the 2 men in the middle at the moment, Saim Ayub and Salman Ali Agha, can put together a partnership. Last thing Pakistan would want at this moment is to lose another wicket. Spin in tandem. Very good. 51 dot deliveries already. The first 11.1 over 67 deliveries, that is. 51 dots so far.
Aruj, why is it significant? 51 dot deliveries.
Not sure if that's a trick question, Amir. I honestly, not a lot of times I'm lost for words. One of those unique moments, I don't know what to say. If you can pick up on Comcam, Amir Sohail having a great laugh.
Yeah, in the previous over, 14 was starting the ball in. I realize now pace on will help the bowler, batters. So he's looking to flight the ball.
I'm going to throw the question back to you. Why is it significant?
No, first you have to answer.
All right, then back to some more serious stuff. Dot ball has been a bone of contention with Pakistan, and that has to do with the results they've produced of late. And at the moment, yes, you can understand with 3 wickets down, there will be less rotation of strike. The runs have obviously dried up. There's one of those areas that Pakistan can look to just make themselves slightly more comfortable. Well, you can find them yourselves in a comfortable spot. The way forward with Bank Alfala over 1100 branches. You can go to your nearest branch, open your account. Brilliant stuff. Just outside that off stump. How close was that to the off stump? Exceptional stuff from 14.
It's 43 for 3. That's encouraging for the spinners. Getting the ball to turn and bounce in line of stumps. Throughout this over, he's been bowling slower as compared to his first over. More purchase for him. Yeah, okay, let's talk about that significance. You know, when boundaries are hard to come by, as a batter, you know, your go-to thing is look to score singles. Avoid those dot deliveries. That will have the opposition under pressure. If you're not finding the boundaries, that will upset the bowlers. So as a batter, you've got to have this ability to survive at this level. Does this answer my question?
Yeah, important, because even the T20 format, that has been a massive question that has loomed over Pakistan. The number of dot deliveries and why that's... But at this level, the quality and the skill should be able to counter that with at least trying to get down the other end. And so far, no demons in the surface, so it's not down to the surface where the ball is nipping around or swinging through the air, or the spin so extravagant that you can't really get down the track of the ball or give yourself room in the crease. But at this level, you got to be able to take the ones and twos, get down the other end, create angles, whether it is down the ground, square of the wicket, using the pace of the ball. At the moment, 10 overs of dots, 13 done, 44 for 3. Pakistan will look to get a move on. At the current rate, 169 might not be good enough. Surface better than the previous one. Ball coming on nicely. Unable to break the shackles. Saim Ayub, 19 of 39. On the other end, Salman Ali Agha finding it very difficult. Just 3 of 21. All in ones. Sweeps to the sweeper. Ahmed, the other thing, that conversation becomes important because Saim, who's been there out from the middle, 3 fours to his name, 20 of 40. But at the other end, with Salman 3 of 21, Saim will also feel the pressure. Partnership 23 of 53. And that's what you want. You want to be having that conversation. Okay, where can we pick the ones and twos? The odd bad delivery must be put away. Because having done the hard yards, you want to turn it into a bigger partnership. Sliding down.
As a batter, you need to pick up the holes where you can hit the ball and rotate strike. At the moment, he's finding it very difficult to defend the ball, let alone charging at the bowler.
Now, as a batter, what do you try and do to get out of this situation for yourself, given these circumstances?
See, the mid-off is up. If the left armer is looking to fly the ball outside the off stump, why not jump out of the crease and hit the ball over the top rather than sweeping? That's a safer bet. Yes, the last delivery in the previous over did turn and jump. Other than that, it has been sliding onto the bat. And as a batter, you should encourage yourself that yes, I can afford to jump out of the crease, not for a big one, just to hit the holes. Going down, too much angle. 14 down, it's 47 for 3.
Yeah, a touch straighter than the previous shout, but still sliding down. "14 overs, Pakistan 47 for 3.
That's into the gap. That's a welcome four. First boundary after 25 balls. But it's South Africa have maintained a strong stranglehold over Pakistan. 50 comes up for Pakistan, but it's been a laborious 50.
Yeah, it's an option that Sami Ayub has found great effect and success with over a time of period in shorter formats. Ooh, just holds a touch in the surface. Yeah, 50 in the 15th over. And the assessment of the conditions, particularly with you, Ramiz, was that it's a good surface. If you look at the scorecard, well, the question would be, is the wicket different, or is it just really good bowling?
I think Pakistan have played the situation also, played the surface more than the opposition, but I've got to say that the fast bowling was world-class level. Really was top quality stuff from Bosch and Berger. 3 wickets in the first few overs meant that Pakistan were on the back foot and they've not really gotten out of that mindset. It's about repairing the damage at this stage, but somebody really will have to play a lead role, a long role like Siam. He's on 27 or 44. It's got to be an innings of 100 maybe. Because I think the surface is pretty battable. I haven't seen any massive changes or variations of the surface so far.
On a surface such as this one, where the wicket is really good for batting, you feel that your margin for error is limited. That's where I feel that the execution level from the bowlers, and as you mentioned, the seamers in particular, was really spot on. 15 gone, 55 for 3.
Good crowd in once again. Faisalabad want international cricket, more of it. Bit of bird watching. Ortain has been so impressive. They've not really been able to decipher the change of pace. Oh, yes. If no batsman is probably under pressure here. Salman Ali Agha, there's a little bit of a conference. I think keeper had the best view. What is the keeper saying? He says, good. Yes. They're going for it.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I've checked the field placement and it's a fair delivery. Let's start with front run, please. can see the ball passes close to the bat. Need to check that with outrage. Keep rolling. Clear gap as the ball passes the bat. Satisfied. No bat involved. A ball tracking whenever it is ready, please. Original decision is not out. Pitching in line, impact in line, and wickets missing. Alex, you will be staying with your not out decision. Stand by. Your screen signal now.
A very good read of that call, because nobody was thinking of that ball missing the stumps. Mentioned about the bounce in the pitch report, and the curator felt that this pitch had more bounce, truer bounce. But in a bit of a tangle when he was trying to sweep the ball, Salman Aliaga. Attacks the stumps, the left arm. And so he's in business whether the ball is gripping, spinning, or straightening of the straight. The technique changes completely if you're looking to play with the bat. But once you get into that groove of bat and pad, then you at times miss the length of the ball and the variation on the ball as well. It becomes an iffy thing for you. So he's got to be clear-headed. The movements change dramatically if you're looking to play with the bat down the track. That's another good option. It hasn't started to square turn, so you can use your feet.
It's the length that has been exceptional from Fortuin, that has asked the batters to come with different options. You're not going to get the step hit ball. You can't just play it down the ground. You're going to have to use your feet. You're going to have to use your square options.
So what's the plan here for Pakistan? Absorb a few more overs, let this partnership roll for a little bit more. 35 of 68 balls. The field is existential threat if a couple of wickets are lost. Dealing more in singles. 58 for the loss of 3, and we'll have a pause for drinks.
58 for 3, Pakistan. And it's been the opening spell of Nandre Berger that has really caused the problems for Pakistan. Great pace, great accuracy. And he asks the right questions, using his short ball from time to time to great effect. And hit the top of off stump. Got to say that feet movement from the Pakistan batters, particularly the openers and Rizwan, will be questioned. 5-over opening spell, getting a trio of wickets. But it's been the control from the spin as well that has been really impressive. 7 overs between them for 24.
45 dots in that partnership of 36, 69 balls played by Salman and Saim Ayub. 45 are dots. I mean, Salman Ali Agha is on 8 of 31. Let's see how they get out of this situation, because when you're in that lockdown situation, then to free yourself can be a bit tough. Three men in the ring on the offside, 2 on the leg side. Looking for a sweep. I think something will have to give, obviously. Salman Ali Agha is feeling the heat, pinch, pressure. So South Africa need to be absolutely ready for an opportunity here. Another strong appeal. Hassan Raza is looking at the impact round the stumps. We know that off spinners can be deadly dangerous round the stumps because you don't need the ball to turn a great deal to get leg before, but they do not take a review.
Ball's at a very flat trajectory, does Ferreira. It's like bottom edge. And it's, the line and length has really been consistent. He's looked for the odd sweep. Because of that trajectory, he doesn't get the bounce that he's after. Gets the single. Finish the overs, just the 1. 17 gone, 59 for 3.
But Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Auditorium there as well. Great Kawal. Josh Linder. Best of 2 for 32, just 4 matches and 4 wickets. Felt that he bowled a leg side angle in the first game. Let's see what has he to offer here from round the stumps. Goes over the infield for 4. In the slot, and this time no hesitation whatsoever. It was a smooth flow of the willow that got the ball across to the fence.
Yeah, I wonder from Salman's point of view, is he recognizing that it's a time of the game where he needs to put a little bit of petrol down and create some opportunities for himself to get the scoreboard ticking, and does so beautifully. Yeah, that's the line, isn't it? And that's the obvious thing that we will look at, but more importantly, the length. It doesn't allow him to just stand and play through the line of the ball. There's a hint of turn.
Missing the stumps once again, not being able to read the straightness or the pace from the bowler. But he's hanging in there. Salman Ali Agha, 88, 86 to 91 to 88. Sweep shot into the gap, runs for Salman Ali Agha. The ball spinning away from the grab of the fielder. Looking for some rhythm in his innings. Salman Ali Agha, this over hasn't been a bad one for him.
Certainly not telling him how to bowl.
It was regarding to Balti.
Yeah, talking a little bit of batting, and particularly playing in the subcontinent. The one thing I love from George Linder's perspective with ball in hand is, I think for his mentality, he doesn't mind the option that Salman is used, or trying to use rather, the sweep shot, because he comes from a taller trajectory. He can extract a little bit of bounce. He has 45 in position. Hoping for a top edge, but nevertheless, 18 done, 65 for 3.
At times, bowlers are geared to bowl the ODI line and speed and flatter trajectory. I think this is a pitch where you can be a test bowler. Flight the ball, create new options for yourself. And it's a longer format, so even if you go for runs in 1 or 2 overs, doesn't mean that's the end of you. Like in T20Is, where you've got to be very frugal, make sure that your economy is high. Nice shot. Very nicely played. It's a fast outfield. 3 runs for Salman Ali Agha. So his innings is off to some momentum here.
Yeah, it's a nice option. As mentioned, George Linder comes from a higher trajectory. Pereira, lower. Just a quick boundary check. More importantly, there's pace on the ball. So using it to good effect.
Official food partner. And we are not getting enough up here in the Combox KFC. Quicker this time down the leg side. Goes through the overs very quickly, Ferreira. Minute and a half if you are dead batting him, at most.
Brings up the 50 partnership. It's taken a little bit of time in 87 balls, but a vital partnership in the context of the game nonetheless. Losing 3 early wickets, 3 down for 22.
72 for 3. reining himself in. Saim Ayub, normally he gets a 30 of 20 odd deliveries, 30 of 49. It's been defensive batting, but assessing the situation in Pakistan feel that even a slowish 50 partnership will keep them engaged in this contest. Risti through the offside. Yeah, it's very Lexarish. Got the ball to spin. Look at the surface, very abrasive. A lot of debris. Got the ball to spin out of the rough. Got rid of Hassan Nawaz with a beauty. Goes big. Cracks it. Really nice shot. It's a six. First six of the match. Everything so right about that six. The balance, the execution. Got to the pitch and lifted it effortlessly.
Yeah, change of momentum here for Pakistan. Last delivery is 27 runs. And because of that shot, gets a little bit of air above the eye line. The length was there for him to free his arms. And execution perfection. He started against the left-hander, particularly in the first ODI, with this angle as well over the weekend. I thought there was a lot more questions asked against the left-hander from George Linder, particularly when he changed his angle to around, brought the stumps more into play, pitching off, hitting middle, a little bit of turn, asked the right questions. Looking for the double and gets there quite comfortably, does Pakistan.
Yeah, you got to say still not settled, Linda. Pakistan's leading home appliances brand. Shop online at www.superasiastore.com. Off the edge, runs it down to third for a couple of runs. Salman Ali Agha now looking reasonably well placed. After an uneasy, nervy start, he is now finding a bit of form. Most expensive over of the innings. 1-3, 13 in that over, 25 for 3. Was in a bit of a turmoil in the first few overs. 3 wickets had gone down, and then there's this recovery bit where not a lot happened for Pakistan with the bat, and certainly now the rhythm is back. 26 runs in the last 3 overs, and the run rate has improved. It was in 3.5 category. It's now jumped over 4. Pakistan looking to get into that launching area, launching pad area where they have wickets in hand and then they can tong the ball a mile. I think they're approaching that zone, JP. I think if this pair could bat for another 10 overs, I think they'll be in a good shape to then attack South Africa more.
Yeah, it's amazing how momentum creates confidence, particularly from a batting perspective. Get one or two boundaries, all of a sudden your flow, your foot movement is a lot more fluent. We certainly have seen that from Salman. Took a while to get going. A lot of dot balls, but finding his flow now. The partnership ticking along beautifully. 64. 95 deliveries. And largely because of the consistency. Bowling partnership of Ferreira and Bjorn Fortuin.
Play that one really well. That almost scooted along the ground, had to bend low and made sure that he had a hard look at the ball. Yeah, from fluid to fluent. This partnership now gaining momentum. Should South Africa then be looking for a fast bowling option at this stage? They've experimented with a lot of spin in the last 10 overs or so. Wicket has not gone down. Partnership has grown in stature in a way. And so we talk about fluency, it's there also. What change should he be safe for the last bit when the ball gets a bit rougher, older? Get him engaged after the 35th over. Nicely bowled, that angle ball coming back into the stumps. 87 for 3.
Three wickets to Berger, and a partnership now starting to brew. 65 of 100. Salman Ali Agha just picking up momentum as well.
I'll help you. Abba Peter, young leg spinner from DP World Lions. Exciting prospect for South Africa. Comes in at a time where Pakistan is just looking to rebuild. Done a fantastic job of it so far. The man at the crease, Salman Ali Agha, he's got a fantastic record, especially against South Africa. So I just wonder, from a technical point of view, if it's maybe worth a while of the South African captain to bring one of his seamers back. Just challenge him a little differently, because we know he's got great comfort playing against spinners in the middle period.
Good stuff from the fielder inside the ring. Abba Peter, the sixth bowling option for spinner.
And you look at the workloads of the South African seamers. It's quite evident that Curban Bosch only bowled the 4 overs up front, so we might see a little return from him sooner or later, whilst this ball still has a bit of hardness to it. Because that's the man that we'll have to get rid of. He's got a fantastic record, especially against South Africa. Pitch of 90, 360 runs coming in 6 innings. Ever impressive is that strike rate. 250s to go along with the 100.
Brilliant stop. Beyond 14 there at point.
They set high standards for themselves, the South Africans in the field. Yeah, the game might be drifting. Pakistan might be gaining a little bit of momentum, but they're not giving up in the field. Short, he might have got a little bit of willow on this. No, It's given as wide, but they're going to come back for a second. And it's so important that Nabapita starts well here. South Africa's done a wonderful job with ball in hand so far. Really keeping that run rate intact. Pakistan only being afforded to go at 4.3 to the over. Make sure that he keeps that pressure on.
One to end the over, 7 off at 20. Still one delivery left in the piece. I'm in a bit of a rush. That's because Azim next to me, the stats guy, keep prompting with stats. And Vernon Fernandez, he's saying you missed out on the number of runs Salman Ali Agha scored. He wants all his stats to be projected very quickly.
Absolutely not. I have mentioned 360 runs in the 6 innings. Last ball of the beat over. That yielded 8 runs. Pakistan 95 for 3.
And 27, Saim Ayub and Salman Ali Agha, they were out there at 22 for 3 and put together a partnership, rebuilding, and now we'll look to capitalize as well. Cut away, the sweeper should cut this off. Saim will pick up 2.
I've got Uruz Mumtaz next to me here. The blood pressure is just rising a little bit. Massive debate between her and the statistician, Azim. This has been boiling since the first ODI. And she's not letting up. She's not giving up. Typical housewife, not losing a conversation. There's an excellent shot from Saim Ayub, picking the gap on the offside. And that boundary also brings up the 100 for Pakistan.
Excellent. First finer of that feeler on the boundary. This time goes squarer. Hits it in front of square. This is a really quality shot. Move to 49 with that single.
Yeah, it's an excellent shot. But what impressed me here is the little semi, a little push on the front foot, and then the ability to rock back to create the length that he was after. Absolutely brilliant. That's what makes fantastic players against spinners, the ability to rock back. I just feel that these two batters are in a rhythm against the spinners. And for South Africa to change that rhythm, to break it up a little bit. And 49 at the moment, one short of half century. The innings that brought about great maturity this afternoon, with his team under pressure in the power play, having lost the first 3 wickets. Really steadied the ship.
Quinton de Kock just making sure the zings are on properly. 8 of the first 4, Saim on 49.
लाइक कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए चैनल को.
Top stuff, a top knock from a fine prospect for Pakistan. Second ODI set, half century, applauded by the dugout to match 300s he already has in the format.
Yeah, it's an innings of great maturity from the youngster. He's 50 coming up in 61 deliveries. It's 5 boundaries and a maximum. Well, he'll know that his work is not done. He wants to make sure that he converts this excellent start. Hopefully a 3-figure score for his country.
This pulls the length back, seeing Salman Ali Agha down the track. 104 for 3. his second half century in the ODI format, Saim Ayub. And more importantly, a healthy partnership now. 82 of 113. He's just picked up momentum and pace. Last 5 overs, Pakistan 39. Gaba Peter will continue. Pakistan fans enjoying the action as well as enjoying a Tapal tea moment. Pakistan's #1 brand in the Tapal tea lounge. Well, another conversation round, Saim Ayub. You saw those numbers, striking at 100 in the ODI format, but the 250s, one of them today, to go along with the 300s in the 14 games means his conversion is good. He likes to bat for the long haul. 300s, likes to convert. An opener to bat through with that strike rate, very good. Tossed up and dealt with. One bounce, vacant mid-wicket area.
Yeah, he's made his intention clear. With a little semi into the line of Naba Peter onto the off stump, trying to open up that leg side. Excellent execution of the slog sweep. It was all about just the control of hitting it in front of square. Looking to put the pressure onto the youngster.
It was also important for Salman Ali Agha to play his hand. Found it difficult to get the ball off the square in the earlier piece. First 30 deliveries to Salman, who only scored the 7. The next 31 deliveries, he scored 26 runs. That conversion was also important. More important, just stick it out there with Saim, who holds key here, 51 of 62.
लाइक कीजिए गाइस, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए.
Yeah, just on your point of Saim Ayub, one thing that really impressed me about the youngster is that's the way he plays naturally. You don't see too many unorthodox shots. He doesn't have to go outside of his original game plan.
लाइक कमेंट कीजिए गाइस.
So it's important that he stick to this game plan. It's one where it's aggression mixed with good technique, good defense. That is what impressed me so much. Yes, he's been out the game for a little while with an Achilles injury, struggled for some form, but this is what we come to expect from him.
Pakistan just starting to pick up the rate. 233, the projected score. Dabs it into the leg side. Good over for Pakistan. 24 done, 1-1-2 for 3.
लाइक कीजिए गाइस, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए.
This is how the South African bowlers have gone so far. That was impressive stuff with those two seamers at the top. New ball in hand, asking some real good questions. There was a reward for Nandraberger, 3 for 24. And it's about the spinners right now. I just get a feeling that this Pakistan outfit find real good comfort playing spin in their home conditions.
4 spinners, the 2 seamers. South Africa will want a few more knots to be broken in that wickets column. It's been a feature of this innings or the series so far, the white ball series. Every time Vernon Philander has predicted something, tried to act smart, it's actually been right. Said a while earlier, we might see Corbin Bosch in the middle. There he is, Vern. Take off another one on your predictions list.
Definitely not my first rodeo, Aruz.
लाइक कीजिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए
You
गाइस.
just get the sense that South Africa, they need to get rid of this young man. Because he's so fantastic form, composer which he plays his shots with. He's innovative from time to time. The ability to maneuver the ball into gaps. It's really been the feature of his innings so far.
timing, beautiful. And that has been the feature of his innings. A little bit of a confusion. Salman Aliaga sent back in time. Saim Ayub just hopefully hasn't done any damage. Slips in the turn to come back for two.
Yeah, we talk about fantastic ability to score all around the park. Like you mentioned earlier, never really looks to overhit the ball. Fantastic young prospect for Pakistan. Yet another half century to his name.
Field set very square on either side. So that has to do with the difference in point of speed that Cobb and Bosch brings. Saw it in that first part, matched Andre Berger in terms of the length. Both of them bowled. Now one into the middle period. Now South Africa seeing the two men in the middle put together 92. What are the lengths, Cobb and Bosch? What is the tactic here in terms of breaking the partnership?
Yeah, I think he'll be zoning in on those LBW and both of dismissal. So for me, it's imperative importance that he also play around with the angles. At the moment, batters want to get into a rhythm, get used to the release points. It's an excellent shot. Has he taken that? We call upon Corbin Boss to make the breakthrough, and he's done just that by picking up the all-important wicket of Saim Ayub.
A look of disbelief both on the bowler and the batter's face. Because the timing on this occasion maybe just held the pace slightly back. Great catch. Threw the shot a little bit earlier, Saim Ayub. And the timing means his demise as well. Cobb and Bosch with the breakthrough, much needed breakthrough, but not after Saim Ayub has played a good knock of 53. 1-1-4 for 4. In at 6. Sixth game this afternoon. And he could do better with those numbers. He's been in and out of the side. He's been on the Pakistan circuit for a very long time. But recently in the Asia Cup made his resurgence. T20 format, that Asia Cup, and now 2 games on a trot. And comes out with a decent platform. The pitch is still a very good one. The ball coming onto the bat nicely. No real massive turn in the surface. And you would have seen the way Salman Aliaga and Saim Ayub put together a partnership. Might as well give him a few deliveries to have a look. 22 he got in that middle order a couple of days ago.
लाइक कर दीजिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए पैसे में
Top stuff to the new batter from Bosch.
Yeah, and this is why he was brought back.
लाइक चैनल को
Try and
सब्सक्राइब
get rid of one of these two batters.
मैसेज में डन लिख दीजिए
This is so difficult as a bowler. When the ball's been returned to you, you need to get down there. It's an excellent catch from Corbin Bosch. South Africa will sense that there's a window of opportunity right now. It is the seamers who have been effective on this surface this afternoon. We're going to make sure that they have the mental to strike, especially right now. I almost feel that he could utilize the slip. Excellent work down at Birdman from his fellow fast bowler, Andre Berger. They've really been impressive in tandem this afternoon.
Also impressive in the field as South Africa holds themselves very high in that facet in terms of standards they want to set. Not just this South African side, one South Africa sides forever. Fielding always brilliant to watch. Sent back Hussain Talat.
At the end of 25, 115 for 4.
जे मध्ये त्यांचं प्रेम कसं झालं त्यांनी लग्न कसं केलं सैराट पिक्चर पाहिलं ना भावांनो लाईक करा चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा कमेंटमध्ये नक्की सांगा
Halfway mark in the first innings, Pakistan 115 for 4. And if you've just joined us, the news at the toss was that Shaheen Shafidi won the toss in the second ODI and is elected to bat first. A surface, one in Philander, you reckon, is a better one than the previous surface, and so far it's proven as well.
Yeah, it is a better surface, and a little bit surprised that Pakistan opted to bat first. Because you almost feel that the surface being a better one will aid in a run chase a bit later on. If ever there was something going to be in the surface, it would be up front with that new ball. Very well exploited from a South African perspective. However, in saying that, finding yourself in the heat of the battle, and you have to make that call as to what's going to be a good score here this afternoon. Yeah, they were rattled with that new ball in the power play. Worked real hard to give themselves a foundation, which they have. But they would know the importance of not losing any further wickets. Run rate at the moment, around the 4.5 mark. They need to up that, unfortunately, because I do feel that this is going to be a brilliant surface come this evening when the ball starts getting onto the bat. Current rate, they get to 227. Certainly feel they want to get to the 260 mark as a bare minimum.
I like this from Peter in terms of his field. Mid on up in the ring, deep mid wicket back on the boundary. Long off on the fence. Just squares him up. Just squares him up there.
Yeah, the one thing I like about this field too, Naba Peter as well, is the fact that he brought mid on up into the ring. Understanding that the release shot from Salman is the slot sweep. So he's almost taken that shot out of the equation, and yet why he has to play in this fashion. He bowls it flat, gets the odd one to turn, but watch out for that arm ball.
A good over as well. Just a 2 off, and he'll want to close his over out.
YouTube को मोनेटाइज करके पैसे कमाने के सिर्फ 2 कंडीशंस होती हैं। पहली 4000 घंटे का पब्लिक वॉच टाइम और दूसरी
of 28, 27, 28. He's a youngster. He's got wonderful ability. And excellent, excellent. Much better over from Peter. Pakistan 117 for 4.
And just 23 years of age. Gaba Peter mastering the art of leg spin. You can argue one of the most difficult spin facets given all the spin options available.
You're a bit of a bird expert?
Absolutely not. Yeah, beautiful evening here in Faisalabad. The sun sets, much clearer evening. A little bit of breeze across as well as we head into winters here in Pakistan. Bosch will continue.
Yeah, this is excellent stuff by Corbin Bosch. Ability to keep it tight, string a couple of good overs together. Certainly feel that something will give. Gone back-to-back excellent overs from Bosch, Peter, well backed up. We've had this thing in the South African team where we try and work towards 18 dot balls. You almost feel, and that's from a test match perspective, but equally important, if you can string 4 good overs together where you go for 3 and over, ODI cricket, you almost feel a similar sort of trend. Something has to give.
Well, I'm a little bit confused. Either your math is all over the place, or I just didn't quite get it. You said 18 dot deliveries and you said 4 overs.
Well, you're confused at the best of times, Sarush.
Certainly.
I did say 18 dot balls in Test match cricket, and I did say 4 overs in ODI format.
I'm not quite
Guys,
sure
like
he
kara
said
channel ला subscribe करो
ODI
ये सुनो तो
overs.
Listening's an art.
कितना
Maybe you should
थोड़ी
start
बात है
there.
ना पूरा
Yeah, brilliant banter all around. Is the big shot straight to the fielder, and they will run through. Very unnecessary from South Africa. Corbin Bosch, you can see on screen, is not happy, disappointed, because he wanted to just continue bowling to Salman Ali Agha. A little competition in there with a couple of dots, but they leaked through a single.
Yeah, it's an unnecessary run, and as a bowler, I said it a little earlier, you get in some sort of rhythm where you feel you can set a particular bet up. Now we'll have to start it all over again.
Nicely played. Touch two straight. Hussain Talat picks up 4.
Yeah, this is the difficulty to make that adjustment. You will settle to the right-hander. This would have perhaps been a perfect length in line to the right-hander, but because it was that straight to the lefty, easy pickings down the leg side.
Also an area of the game where Hussain Talat thrives. It's with the open bat face down the ground. Beg your pardon, down and behind square. Just opens the face, guides the ball down to third, plays it fine as well. A fine moment. 100% confidence with dandruff-free hair. Hello, hair. It's made its way into the comm box as well. Maybe in the South African dressing room.
He knew it was coming. Oh, he's got absolutely no problem whatsoever.
One from there to there.
He might need Vaseline for that.
That is a good set of hair, Vernon Philander. Well kept. Top stuff in the middle as well. 122 for 4. A point of conversation also in Pakistan's dugout could be the position 6 to 8 since 2024 in this format. The average right down the middle.
गाइस लाइक करा लाइक चैनल ला सब्सक्राइब करा पैसे नहीं लागत
They've
तुम्हाला
rotated quite a few players within that 6 to 8 position as well, Pakistan, and the dividends haven't been up to the mark. 22.97 the average from positions 6, 7 and 8. I'm talking about lovely hairdos. Vernon Philander, in your time? Quite a few going around. Which one sticks to mind?
Has to be Faf du Plessis. AP Jumini was up there as well. Spent a lot of investment onto his hair.
A bad investment. JP Dumini, huh?
I'm going to ask him next time he's on air with you. There's a lot of time, investment. He needed at least 15 to 20 minutes in the morning to get himself going. These days, not so bothered.
Well, the gentleman on the left of your screen. Not sure how much time Ramiz Raja spends with his hair, but is always looking immaculate. The perm, the blow dry, the curls maybe at times. Well, there's a certain individual in the commentary box as well who spends a lot of time on his hair.
Go on then.
He's not here with us at the moment, but
Let me guess.
come on, oil one.
Basit Khan.
Oh, spot on, Vernon Philander. No matter what the disaster, natural disaster, this earth moves, Bazid Khan
गाइस
and
लाईक
his
करा
lock of
चॅनलला
hair
सबस्क्राईब करा माझ्या भावांनो
don't budge. Not sure what
प्लीज
product
भावांनो
he
लाईक करून
uses.
चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करून द्या
You're in tip-top shape always.
And this is a good comeback from Nava Peters so far. Went for 16 in his first 2 overs. But he's backed up Corbin Bosch with 2 excellent overs here. Well, can he close it out? Certainly also feel that, yes, as much as you can take your time in the middle, Salman Aliaga, he might just feel a little frustrated here because he's been tied down at the moment, not given any boundary opportunities. End of another excellent over from Peter. Pakistan 125 for 4.
Yeah, great comeback. The first 2 overs went for 8 apiece. He was 16 in his first 2. And since then, just the 2 and the 3 in his other 2 overs. So the comeback is good. Feel at this point, 250 might also be just about par.
Yeah, just on your steps of that 6 to 8 batters. The batters batting from number 6 to 8. That would be a massive concern right at about this junction. That's perhaps why Salman Ali Agha feels that he needs to be there a little longer. Change of bowling, Donovan Ferreira back into the attack. He knows the importance of him being there, forming partnerships, because Pakistan has the ability to be really bowled out towards the latter end. One with the reverse, but this might be tight. This might be close. If it wasn't bad, I think South Africa will be very interested to have another look at this.
Matthew Bretsky shaking his head. Donovan Ferreira saying hi, having a joke around. This was really close. Really, really close. Got himself in an awful tangle, did Salman Ali Agha. This is really good from South Africa. Ferreira just pulling the length back. One of the shots Salman Ali Agha can score off is just jumping outside the crease, getting down the track. The big shot. With the ball turning into him, it is the favorable shot. But the length so far has been spot on from Ferreira.
Yeah, I think pitching way outside leg, so no worries there for the umpire, was it?
लीड नहीं मिला ना खाना खाकर देने लगा तो
12 off 25, the partnership. It's the one of the first 4.
Yeah, this seems to be a problem for Pakistan. Just eating up too many dots. Not having the ability to rotate strike. 105 dots so far in the innings. That's a massive number.
लाइक करा भावांनो लाइक करा चॅनलला सबस्क्राइब करा
29 done. Pakistan 127 for 4.
लाइक करा चॅनलला सबस्क्राइब करून द्या
They say you usually double the score at the end of the 30th. Let's see if Pakistan can amp it up. 6 and over 253. I think it's got to be between 253 and 295, I think. He's bowled well, he's quick through the air, and he's shown a bit of control as well.
They've been impressive. Showed frayed nerves with his first over, but after that,
जानने के लिए सुनते रहिए बेटर विदाउट यू
showing a lot of control. Hasn't allowed the batsman that freedom to score freely.
Interesting to see South Africa opt for more spin options compared to Pakistan. Pakistan have sidelined Abrar. He's not playing. And Fahim Ashraf, a fast bowling all-rounder, has been included. So both think tank camps are looking at the surface differently, with different lens.
But Peter is a very good inclusion. No matter how the pitch is, to have a leg spinner in your lineup, always handy.
It's good that Salman Ali Agha didn't throw in the towel, because when you go through a low, you tend to get a little bit all mingled up in the mind. You lose the clarity and you become a bit frustrated and try to do something which is not really favorable for you or the team. Softest missile. It's the softest missile. And spin working for South Africa, trying to push the ball back. Found the bowler. And he'll be bitterly disappointed. Hussain Talat has perished.
Yeah, as a batter, when
ये भाई आजकल
leggy is in action, you have to pick up those googlies and top spinner. That was a top spinner and a simple catch. He prevails at the right time for his side. That's what he's suggesting. Look at the time. We needed a wicket. I picked you one. It's Hussain Talat, who is walking back dejectedly. It's 131 for 5 Pakistan.
भावनो लाईक करा, चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करून द्या. भावनो लाईक करा. भावनो लाईक करा, चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करून द्या.
To the rescue once again is Mohammad Nawaz, 31 years old. Of late, been outstanding in all three departments. Has taken some breathtaking catches, is bowled well, and more than useful striker down the order.
He's been asked to bat in a different situation where he needs to absorb the pressure. He can't take Pakistan out of trouble in a jiffy. He has to work hard, Nawaz. Like Salman.
He's got to keep reminding himself, Salman Ali Agha, that his time will come. He's laid out a platform. Been a cautious innings. Needed Hussain Talat out there, trying to flick the ball, and well, it's a nothing shot in the end, I'm afraid.
Yeah, he was tangled up. Not on a good position to work the ball on the onside. Offered an edge. Yeah, in the previous over, you made a good point about Salman is not throwing in the towel. At times, as a batsman, you need to fight for yourself. You keep on reminding yourself, occupying the crease is the thing.
लाईक करा भावांनो, चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब
Good heavy
करायला विसरू
here
नका.
on the
लाईक करा, लाईक
offside.
करा.
There's a shot cover being positioned, which is straight almost at that shot mid-off position.
South Africans have clearly flipped the bucket in this game.
Hedge and runs for Nawaz is off the mark. And that's been the process for most of the innings. Pakistan have been on the edge, bit edgy as well. Talking of flipping the bucket, here we go then. It's the flip the bucket challenge. Flip the KFC bucket and wear it on your head. Winner will get KFC finger licking good prizes.
लाईक करा भावांनो, लाईक करा, चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करायला नका विसरू.
Things hotting up just a little bit. Nawaz has been targeted here. He's been challenged by the close-in fielders, by the bowler as well. Their umpire making sure that no rules are breached.
लाईक करा ब्रो, लाईक करा, चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करायला विसरू नका ब्रो.
135 for 5.
नदी दोनच जण आहे, आता काय करू. लाईक करा भावांनो, चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करून घ्या, नक्की करा. 5 माय किती होते, 13 14
It's been up and down progress for Pakistan with the bat. 53 from Saim, a patient 53, batted well. Restricted his curve to hit 4s and 6s, played for the side. It's a good innings. 42 from Salman Ali Agha. He needs desperate help from Mohammad Nawaz.
लाईक करा भावांनो, चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करायला नका विसरू, नक्की.
Not going to spin the ball a lot. I think then the next best option is to bowl within the stumps, which Peter has done mostly. 1 for 26 in 5.1. Happy birthday, my friend. Hamza turned 16 again.
Now, what Peter has done very well so far, although he hasn't been getting a lot of purchase from the surface, but he's wearing the pace. And that's where he has inveigled Pakistani batters. Again, a very good crowd end.
Allowed the batsman really to
लाईक करा
hit a
भावांनो,
hard
लाईक
shot.
करा, चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करायला नका विसरू. लाईक करा, लाईक करा, तुमच्या लांब
Been in a mood
लाईक
to
करा,
lift him over the field
सबस्क्राईब करा.
because he's so quick through the air and accurate as well. He's hitting the hard leg.
माझे 2 बंदूक
Keeping it
काय,
nice and simple.
थँक्यू सो मच ब्रो.
What a sea change, South African playing 11. Who would have seen this? They are operating with a lot of spinners. 4 spinners for a team that's been renowned for pulverizing the opposition with pace.
We have to give credit to Britske. Now, South Africa is not associated with using the spinners, but he has used these spinners quite well and appropriately. That was the question mark he carried before this game when he included 4 frontline spinners. So far, so good for him.
A selection making a lot of sense. Spin pronged attack. Goes flat once again. Keeps it straight at the stumps. Salman Ali Agha with another single. It's 140 for 5.
लाईक करा आमच्या चॅनलला नक्की सबस्क्राईब करा.
Pakistan in need of some serious work at the fag end of the innings. 18 overs left. Just 5 wickets in hand.
लाईक करा माझ्या भावानो, लाईक करा, चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करायचं नका विसरू.
What should be the approach then, Amir? Should Salman Ali Agha continue to bat like this or just create a bit of pace and opportunity?
Well, the ask from a set batsman always been the same. You have to protect your partner who has arrived at the crease just now. You have to take charge and is looking to do so with that boundary.
Minimum of risk and a very good result.
धन्यवाद भाऊ, लाईक केल्याबद्दल खूप
It's a
खूप
tap
मंडळ
round the
आपला आभार
corner
आहे.
for 4. Using the
चॅनलला नक्की
pace of the
सबस्क्राईब करा
offing.
भावांनो.
149 now,
Thank you
Salman
so
Ali
much.
Agha. It's been a hard
लाईक
grind.
करा.
And it'll be a well-deserved.
Explore 500 plus designs at your nearest Philips Smart Light Hub. Philips.
Will get a couple. And there's a huge roar because he's achieved a milestone here. Really well fought, Salman Ali Agha. Absolutely deserving all the applause. But his mission is not accomplished yet. He's going to just carry on for a longer period. And the roar is Agha, Agha. Extremely well played.
Yeah, absorbed a lot of pressure by slobbing out. Has been a painstaking innings. But that was the demand of this situation Pakistan was faced. After they lose quick wickets, 3 of them, with the new ball.
Phenomenal record against South Africa. Oh, the straighter angle from round the stumps is a really good angle. Missed it completely. Was looking for a bit of spin. Yeah, just angled across. .350 is 100 against South Africa with an average of 102. Rock solid is Salman. 147 for 5. Gibraltar then. Salman Ali Agha, 52 of 85. wants this innings to reach a point where the likes of Nawaz and Fahim can absolutely go broke.
Yeah, definitely he has stonewalled this innings for Pakistan. Another bowling change has been run. The left armer starts off with a dot delivery.
It's 10 fours and 1-6 in the innings. It's been a hard-fought innings, and credit to South Africa for keeping Pakistan on the back foot, on the check. 8 and over 281. They would have batted extremely well to get to 281. That's gone fine and well done. Well fielded. Bosch there with a timely dive and a slide.
They are fully committed. South African fielders complementing bowlers quite well. And hence, a good result for them. Been able to tether Pakistani batters.
Andre Berger is warming up. What a spell of bowling with the new ball. Hit and hurt Pakistan quite badly. Probably still reeling from that impact, Pakistan's batting lineup.
Yeah, Berger was quite hot with the new ball. That was very hot to handle for the Pakistani batters.
A zinger. That's good batting. Is called for one. It'll only be a single. 150 is raised. Pakistan 5 wickets down for 150, and I think there'll be a drinks break as well. different kind of an innings from Salman Ali Agha. He's played for the side, and at times you've got to curb your natural instincts and dig in and grind it out, and that is exactly what he's done in this innings. Salman Ali Agha on 54 is held fort for Pakistan. Not a lot of big shots, but it was about rotation of strike and occupying the crease and making sure that he had a partnership with Saim Ayub. Few taps here and there, and a drive to get him to a 50. A fighting innings, and that is where he's been superb.
And that's what makes you a well-rounded batter. If you could play the situations well, gives you a tag of a reliable batsman. He's got the ability to rescue you from arduous situations. That partnership with Rizwan in the first ODI made the difference for Pakistan. Making difference again. Able cricketer he is.
As we say, not easy batting in the middle order, and then to assess the situation, lose the top three, and then to come in, recover the lost ground, and then provide Pakistan with an outside chance to get to a 280 score. It's been a phenomenal knock. Berger have come back, has come back actually. Let's see how he operates with this roughed ball, because only one ball will be used now after over number 34 from both ends. Will there be some reverse for him? Will he be bowling more cutters than the seam-up deliveries? Let's see.
Yeah, with this very rule, I was so happy to see Wasim Jr. getting a gig for Pakistan after a long time. He can reverse swing the ball with that slinging action of his. Coming back to Berger, how well he has bowled in this ODI. He looked out of sorts during T20I series, but looked dialed in from the word go. Generated a lot of pace, kept asking questions, and was rewarded with 3 wickets.
No slips for Nawaz with terrific bat speed. He would have enjoyed it, not so much the bowler.
Yeah, the change was made to pick up another wicket. And if you are, as a unit, in control of the game, you can afford to have a slip in place. Especially to your premier fast bowler. Opportunity missed.
Oh, hits him hard on the pads, going down the leg side, but once again beaten for pace. Vigotel, selfie moment. Victory sign. They pulled it off.
Well, I saw you taking too many selfies today. Was it for your social media platforms or on demand?
Oh, not really. You must have been watching somebody else.
It was you.
Chance at the non-striker's end, threatening to take out the stumps.
So tell us, who was those for?
What? You know, my phone is iPhone 14, which was introduced about 15 years back.
भाई साहब, आपने भारत कनेक्ट का नाम सुना है? एक और सोशल मीडिया ऐप। सोशल मीडिया ऐप नहीं, वो 700 से ज्यादा ऐप्स पे बिल पेमेंट्स पॉसिबल बनाते हैं। बढ़िया है। आप हमें जानते नहीं, पर मानते जरूर हैं। हम हैं भारत कनेक्ट।
5. Hesitation. Nawaz, they're very keen to rotate the strike and leave it for Salman Ali Agha to dominate. You get the impression from the South African closing fielders that they don't really like him too much. Got to be a little careful when you're batting with Nawaz. It's regarding his calling, running between the wickets, which can go haywire without any prior notice. Not been able or allowed to rotate the strike. In the 36th over, this is terrific stuff from South Africa. They've got it covered, not allowed them to change the progress of the innings. There's the big shot, and it's a fantastic shot on the bounce over the rope. Picked it up early so that you could create that angle over mid-wicket. A slog sweep. And the fans have absolutely enjoyed it. A boundary after a long time.
Yeah, one fair. A boundaries round the corner because too many dot deliveries were bowled. The boundaries were hard to come by. And Salman Ali Agha was expected to take
लाइक
few
करा
chances.
भावनो लाइक करा चैनल ला सब्सक्राइब करा
Although a boundary was hit, still a decent over.
लाइक करा
36 down,
चैनल ला
161
सब्सक्राइब
for
करा
5.
भावनो प्लीज लाइक करा ब्रो लाइक करा लाइक करा चॅनल ला सबस्क्राइब करा भावांनो कमेंट मध्ये नक्की लिहा डन
between Mohammad Nawaz and Salman Ali Agha.
अरे भारत बाकी समजून
Andre Berger picked up 3 in the first piece. Phenomenal spell, bowled 5 overs on the bounce up front. Projected score 2-2-2. I think that'll be enough given the nature of the surface.
लाईक करा ब्रो चॅनलला सबस्क्राइब नक्की करा लाईक करा चॅनलला सबस्क्राइब करा पैसे नाही लागत भावांनो तुम्हाला
Once again, we keep you involved. This time a figure free more. You can